So, though I have been asked to say a few words about the COVID-19 management team, we were strongly involved with the COVID management. As you know, Bangladesh is an example in successfully managing COVID cases, and the credit goes to you, undoubtedly. Because why I'm telling that, the mortality, if you say in Bangladesh, how much it is. Till today, number of deaths in Bangladesh is countable. Considering to their case, that is more than lakhs in Italy and in other country, and in Scandinavian country and other countries, they are really blood of COVID cases. In that cases, Bangladesh is still standing well because of the very good health infrastructure. Even better than India. If you consider from root level, Bangladesh health infrastructure is extremely good, I should say. Regarding the vaccination, if you say our EPI system, the way we used to give the vaccination, is really a very success history in Bangladesh. We all are proud of being a Bangladesh citizen and as a doctor working here. So, my next message will be maybe 5 or 10 minutes telling you something very good, that what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Because some cases, doing nothing is better than doing wrong. In clinical medicine, there are no way, once you commit a mistake, you cannot come back from your mistake to become to a normal. That's very important. Because before going to the presentation, I will be telling one or two things to you, because we tried our level best to give a guideline to the clinician to come to a streamline. But unfortunately, I'm saying unfortunately, we failed to make that. Because many of us do not have that time to just follow the guideline. So once a disease has got no specific medication, lot of opinions are there, controversies are there, then you need to follow a guideline, not to be misguided yourself. But unfortunately, I'm seeing lot of places we are not following the guideline. You cannot make your guideline in such cases. You need an expertise opinion. What a guideline is? A guideline is an expert opinion, meta-analysis, lot of guideline. And in Bangladesh context, we made a very simple guideline for the clinicians. If you just see those 4 or 5 pages only, you can easily manage COVID and dengue, and there should not be any confusion. I believe some of the cases you might have some question. You can just straight away ask me question on the way of the presentation, and you can stop me at any moment. Because whenever you go to several districts or upojala or jela, I believe in Bangladesh, even in upojala level, health sector has created an oxygen system, central oxygen system, so far I know. That's a very good achievement. Now, you don't need to refer any patient once you are confident enough. So, if we concentrate our discussion on the COVID patient, you see what happened to this stage 1, if you look at the unknown virus emerges. And at that moment, we knew nothing. That was at the late 2019. Then in December or January, the health sector is so dynamic. The first meeting was in January 2020 in Milan Auditorium of Dhaka Medical College, where in overnight, within 48 hours, we made the national guideline how to treat the COVID patient, even though the COVID not arrived in Bangladesh. So health sector is always ahead comparing to other countries, though it came in the March, but the guideline was produced in January 2020. And I look for this. Then the unknown virus, then there is a stage 2, the pandemic unfold. Stage 3, there was a pandemic accelerated, and you see the other multifaceted and medical countermeasures comes on the stage 5. Next slide, please. So what is happening? You see the stage, there was a Wuhan market from where the COVID virus started. People become very, very furious of this. Family of the virus infects from animal where it comes, and many sorts of advice are there. Next, you see. So you see the unknown virus and the initial responses to the virus. What is happening in 31st December 2019? If you remember, cluster of pneumonia detected in Wuhan. So what is happening to the next 1st January 2020? WHO activate incidental management team. And on that month, I think here is our leaders are there, Aziz Bhai is there, our Sachib secretary, and our BMA secretary is also there. Sir, possibly you can, when our secretary Ali Nur sir is also there. I think Lokman sir was present or not. Sir, if you can remember, January 2020, Bangladesh, we started the first national guideline we produced. You can remember, all of you were there. So Bangladesh is always ahead. Nobody should think that we are lagging behind. That's why the success story is there. So then what is happening? Research of diagnosis, vaccine and therapeutics began immediately after getting of this type of pandemic. If we just look at the coronavirus history, how it came, so what is this? Other precedents, the SARS, MERS, and finally SARS-CoV-2. A lot of families are there. But what's the basic difference between these three? Why we are in a big problem in managing SARS-CoV-2? It may even persist years together. Why? Because SARS and MERS came and gone without headache. They're the same family. The main difference is that SARS and MERS, it causes symptoms, then it spread it. But regarding the SARS-CoV-2, many of us here, we are not sure that some of us might be infected asymptomatic and spreading the disease. This is the main difference between these three. That's why even knowing that you are infected, you are spreading the disease. That is the main problem with the SARS-CoV-2. So regarding the virus evolution and the transformation from SARS, then MERS, then finally the SARS-CoV-2. So it is difficult for human civilization and expertise to deal with the SARS-CoV-2 because of the asymptomatic spread of the disease. If it happened like this, once you got the fever or illness, then you will spread the disease, then the other people would have warned themselves not to be with him. But it is silent spreading, so I am scaring that because SARS-CoV-2 comes such a way that it comes like a cyclone. So whenever a cyclone comes, what we used to do? We used to take shelter. In a cyclone, we used to take shelter in different places, and when cyclone goes away, then we used to come up from the shelter. So this is actually the problem with the SARS-CoV-2, because after the second wave, you see many of us are now at the moment, because we think that cyclone has gone. So we are coming out of the shelter. You look at the resorts, you look at Cox's Bazar and other places, people are now coming out as the cyclone they thought went off. So what it indicates? You must be prepared for the next wave if you are very reluctant. So as a leader, those who are today selected, it is your responsibility also to counsel the people to abide by the rules of health and laws. Otherwise, we might face another wave in near future.